Yo, Benny. I don't think he's home, man. Benny, man, yo. Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm MC Savah from the Kankasaurs. You can catch me on funnyordie.com/Kankasaurs, K-A-N-K-S-O-R-Z, you know what I'm saying? But right now, it's all about Benny TV. Yo, because my boy Benny the Gagoots got his own show. And I just want to give a big shout out to Benny. And in honor of that, I'm going to do a dope-ass freestyle, man. So he's got to figure out what rhymes with Benny. 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 What rhymes with Benny? Benny. What rhymes with Benny? Benny. He's in the Serengeti. He's hunting for a Yeti and he's always on the ready. And Benny's always merry when he's eating his spaghetti. But right now he's in the desert, so his palms are kind of sweaty. His good friend Freddie, he brought him that Ben and Jerry. And Yetis, they love the Ben and Jerry. So Benny caught that Yeti and we all threw confetti. Yeah, Benny. Benny TV, baby.
Yeah, Benny TV, baby. Woo, Benny TV. I'm honored to have these two guests here.
Honored.
Joan St. Ange, my pal for over 20 years, and Marquez, my pal since 2018.
2018, yes.
Yes.
The last days.
The last days of
December
2018.
29th, 2018.
Yeah.
2018. And tonight's show is focused on local theater. Local theater. What?
She's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Can't wait to hear all about Long Island theater.
Me neither. Now, Joan, you were a stand-up comedian, and then you were an agent, right?
Yes.
You were an agent for when?
But I was an actress first.
An
But I
actress.
couldn't get
Jobs.
gigs. That's the word is.
Couldn't get work.
Couldn't get work. And therefore, I went and became a stand-up comic and got work. Just saying.
In the time, that was the time when they were looking for comics. That there weren't a lot of comedians.
Yes, of
What
course.
do you laugh?
They were looking for comics.
Is there?
No, but-
no, you're right. You're right.
There
This
weren't
was-
a lot. There weren't a lot of
This was
talented
the,
comedians
yes, this was
out there.
the late 70s, early 80s.
Yes.
And it was brand new and happening, and oof, everybody wanted to be part of it. Everyone.
Everyone did, but at that time, because now everyone is part of it, including
Yes.
people who should not be a part of it.
Well,
Or
yeah.
I'm not a comedian,
But
so
you know,
I could
you
say
know
it.
what killed stand-up?
And they killed
what
it.
killed stand-up comedy was the cable.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I mean, it went from everyone in '80s and every club, and then Evening at the Improv and all the cable stuff, and everything kept coming in. So people go, well, why do I need to go to a comedy club when I can just sit here in my underwear, drink a beer, eat Fritos, and watch comedy?
All right. Okay,
Fine.
but that hasn't hurt theater, because I've gone to local theater shows on the weekends.
True. Well, there's
And
not theater on TV.
Yes, there is. Now, what are we doing? We're doing Rent Live now. We
Oh,
did
yeah,
Wicked.
yes.
We didn't do Wicked. Well,
We
there
didn't
was
do
that
Wicked.
special.
We
There
did
was that
Sound of
holiday
Music.
special.
We didn't do Sound
We
of
didn't.
Music. but
Carrie Underwood did
Carrie
it.
Underwood.
I
did.
pretended I was there. I was
Okay,
the
so
tree.
yeah,
I pretended
so
I
they're
was
doing
there,
the
too.
live theater, and that is popular.
That
So
is,
they,
yeah.
but they do it on Sundays.
Yes.
So that doesn't interfere because your shows are basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday matinees.
Mayonnaise,
Yep.
yes. And we
So
can make it home by that 8 o'clock showtime.
On Long Island. You know, we don't
On
do
Long Island,
yeah.
but I have not gone to. I've gone to comedy shows where there aren't a lot of people in the audience, but when I go to the theater shows, the audience is pretty full. It is.
Well, I hope some more. I have to say, and Marquez will probably, our audience is dying off. As
Yeah?
opposed to comedy, where there's new people coming in, I don't want to say the elderly, but the
classics.
the older people who love the theater, it's not being replaced by the younger people. Not
okay,
on,
then yeah, all
not
right.
on Long Island.
All right, and that-
but
I'll agree
see,
with
that's why you have to have shows where the actors play a musical instrument and it's a circus and we're juggling and there's fire and there's a big, huge
Are you talking
King
about
Kong.
Pippin? Oh.
And then King Kong has to
So
come
that's
in.
in Broadway. Yeah,
Yep.
I saw Spider-Man on Broadway.
Oh my goodness,
And
I
then-
can't. The amount
And
of
do you
injuries
see
that they had during that.
How long that lasted though?
Yeah, It didn't last long.
And did any high school do it? That's the key to it.
Did any high school do it? No, but you know what? Now I want to see him do it. Are you kidding? That'll be
Swinging
great.
from the
But
gym
it-
And
ropes.
do you understand that the teacher will get no repercussions because every kid could play Spider-Man? You need a Spider-Man that's going to enter from this side of the house and that side of the house.
I never saw the Spider-Man. I never saw it.
I did, and there was a special section where you got seats where you were right in the flight circle, and that's where we got the seats.
see.
So because
you wanted
the
to be-
Green Goblin, that section was available, so I got
Okay.
Well,
but-
they had that during Spring Awakening too, but there was like a whole list apparently, like you had to agree to do. Like you're not going to sing along with the actors. You're not going to, and I wouldn't
I'm
be
out.
able to do. I'd be like
Spring Awakening?
and then
Yeah.
So what do you have
Sorry.
coming up right now? Or do you have anything?
I am doing. I'm doing. I'm
like,
doing
hello?
Our Leading Lady, which is at Eastline in theater in Wantagh. It's a really cool new theater and a couple years
Wantagh,
old.
yeah.
In Wantagh,
All
and
right.
I'm playing the lead actress who's in Our American Cousin, which was the play.
History lesson.
That Abraham Lincoln did. So it's like, oh my goodness.
What happened?
Tonight, Abraham Lincoln is coming to see the show. No. Oh, we're going to make it. Everything is going to be the best. It's a comedy. It's going to be the best. We're going to be
Oh,
so
great. Good.
good. No.
Boom.
Yeah. No.
That, yeah, obviously.
Well,
obviously.
Yeah. Now when is that? When?
Opens March, the end of March, and goes like 3 weeks into April.
All right. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
It's
try
a
very
really
much
cool
to see
little
that.
theater.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
I
tiny,
think
tiny
March. I
little
think
black
right now the
book.
calendar is open for March.
Yes.
So, and how about you? What do you?
I'm directing and choreographing Seussical the Musical at
cool.
the John W. Engelman. Opens end of January, runs till February, March? I'm not actually in the show. This is High Eleganza.
Don't look for her. But,
Don't look for me.
All right, but now is Seussical the Musical? That's like a kids show.
It's a kid show, but it also has those adult jokes in it as well. Like it's
Okay.
also those little things that you always look for in the background of like Rugrats or things like that. Like
Bugs Bunny was
Bugs
always
Bunny,
funny,
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
much more funnier to the adults than the kids, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's a musical for all ages, but it is completely Dr. Seuss, all done in rhyme. All these crazy characters
How
that are on
horrifying
stage.
is that?
Yeah, no, I don't do things in rhyme. I learned my lesson.
Oh my God.
I learned my lesson.
So much goes into doing theater, in any theater, but the Long Island productions that I've seen look great. They're very professional. The set, so all these people just volunteer. Does anyone
Depending on the theater.
Yeah, we do get
and-
paid. Some
Yeah,
theaters
some
do
theaters
pay.
get paid,
But
some theaters
remember, we're
volunteer.
25 miles outside of New York City. Why wouldn't there be tons of great entertainment? Long Island is filled with them.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like I've seen some of the shows I've seen. I saw Young Frankenstein the musical,
Okay.
and where is it?
Smithtown or CM?
No, the one.
But he does them.
No,
Smithtown or CM.
Belmore, the barn.
Belmore. Oh,
The
I don't
barn
think
in
I've been
Belmore.
there yet.
You've never been to the barn?
No, I don't know that one. The microphone's right there. Say
Yeah,
it a
the
little louder.
microphone.
Kevin
Listen.
Harrington. It might be Plaza.
All right,
Theatricals. I'm
but
not sure.
okay, the Belmore Theater though
Yes.
is where is
that
it
the
Bel-
movie
or the
theater,
Gateway?
too?
Is it Gateway? or
Gateway's
Belmore?
in Patchogue,
Bellport.
Belport.
Belport, because it's a barn. It was an old barn converted into a theater.
Gateway does have an
I
old
don't
Might
barn,
be
but I
Gateway.
don't know.
Gateway.
All right,
That
but
would be,
anyway,
yeah.
this barn, it happens to be where Robert Duvall got his theatrical start. There,
Robert Duvall.
This is so much fun. This is I won't
Was
want.
this before
I don't want this
he
show
did
To Kill a
To Kill a
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird?
I believe so. I believe it
which
was
I
around
have
that time.
tickets to see Jeff Daniels.
It's supposed
On
to
the
be
29th.
Oh, you're going to see that?
That was my birthday present for my husband.
It's a good
Wow, how
perspective.
nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, Nancy wants to go. She tried to get tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Got
Couldn't do it.
Not kind of a big deal. No.
She
No, that's
is.
great.
Gotta
She
stop
is
talking.
the show in St. Holmes. So,
Just say the horn.
Keep
St.
touching my
Holmes.
microphone.
Stop.
Joan
You
Malone.
know
I
better.
know, I do.
That sound person right now is going. Fine.
Now, to
Didn't
do
realize I touched my boobs so much. You know, I
You
really,
learn new
I
things
really
every
feel
day.
myself
Right now-
up quite a bit.
I feel that she should break out into a song right now.
Come
I don't
on.
realize how long I.
Did you
how
go to that
often I-
audition, by the way?
Oh, I didn't go to that. I had shows this weekend. I had to be in the city.
The last time I saw you was in Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Oh,
was
so
a-
good.
oh, that was so good.
So
That was
good.
I
great.
was nominated for a Broadway World.
Yes, she was.
Broadway World.
BroadwayWorld.com. BroadwayWorld
Award.
LongIsland.com, I think is what it
Okay, you were nominated.
Broadway, and then it's Long Island. Nominated for Best Actress in a Musical for Thoroughly Modern, and Best Actor in a Play. Actor in a play, Doll's House Part 2. So it was a good
Yes.
year for me.
Doll's House
and,
Part-
I'm nominated for Lifetime Achievement.
Yes, a
Yes,
lifetime
she is.
achievement.
Achievement.
There's going to be lots of cheese at the ceremony.
Could you
A lifetime
imagine?
achievement.
If there's not now, then you lied.
So tell us about the Lifetime Achievement Award.
I wish I could, Benny, but I've never heard of it. But my colleagues have said that they nominated me for it. So that's really awesome. I think it's awesome.
I wanna know names.
There's something, it's in June. Marquez is coming with me.
I
She's
am.
going to be my date.
We're gonna party bus.
I'm going to wear a little vial of her blood around my neck, and she's going to wear a little, and then,
You know, we're best friends.
we're besties. Be all weird and Angelina Jolie on you. Go ahead, Benny. We didn't
What?
mean to take away.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad
glad.
you did. I told you, I don't want
I'm
this
so
show
glad
to
I don't have to talk.
I don't have to talk. No, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to show a...
Oh, yeah.
We'll show a video about acting in theater. Then we'll talk some more about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Good.
I love
We
it.
have
I'd
this
like
video.
to learn
And,
some pointers.
We're live here on Strong Island Television with Joan St. Ange and Marquez. And I am your host, Benny Rizzuti, Benny TV. So I believe we're going to go to that video soon. I'm waiting. We're gonna-
I don't think that anybody has ever seen the real Frank Zappa because being interviewed is one of the most abnormal things that you can do to somebody else. It's the 2 steps removed from the Inquisition.
Zappa has often seemed to be a force of cultural darkness. Bearded and gross and filthy, a lone, brutal reminder of music's potential for invoking chaos and destruction.
I'm famous, but most people don't even know what I do.
Always a freak, but never a hippie. Frank Zappa on Frank Zappa.
You're very packaging oriented, aren't you?
You've got kids.
Yeah, I have a wife, 4 kids, mortgage, the works. I've never taken any acid. I've smoked about 10 joints over a period of 9 years.
Isn't it strange the fantasies that people have?
I hate to see anybody with a closed mind on any topic. And then people started telling me that my melodies were ugly. Dirty words don't exist. This is a fantasy that is manufactured by religious fanatics and government organizations to keep people stupid.
God, I am the American dream, with a spindle up my butt till it makes me scream.
Society decides for itself what will be sinful.
So little chance of escaping that cycle. We're not concerned enough about the quality of our lives. Aesthetic enrichment, this is not a major consideration in the United States.
There is a deep, permanent, irreversible cynicism in you.
And I wish that I could have other people catch some of it.
You can get it.
Oh.
We're back, Benny TV, and I
Share it
fooled
for
you.
Frank
I fooled
Zappa.
you all.
You
And I
did.
put in Frank Zappa. We'll show the other video later.
It's all right.
But-
Very few people know this, but that was actually Marquez playing Frank Zappa, and it's her new movie coming
That's
out.
actually so funny. No one would be able to tell. Remember
Yeah.
the Halloween party we went to?
Oh, that's right.
Why people?
We went as Cheech and Chong.
Our
Yeah.
heroes.
Our heroes, because that was the theme. It was a heroes
Heroes.
party. So we went as Cheech and Chong. And everybody, and I mean, people I've known since I was like 2 years old were like, "Hi, who are you?" And I'm like, "It's Marquez." And they're like, we have no idea who you are.
So much fun.
Wow.
So it could be me.
So much fun. She could play Zappa.
I can.
So you-
just tape down
Maybe
my
you should
chest.
do like a Zappa one-man show.
That's it. That's how I'll get famous.
So you're a Frank Zappa fan?
No, I have no idea who it is.
You have no idea who he is?
have
That was
Never
my
heard
first
of it.
introduction.
I know.
Seriously?
That you should
And how about you?
Yellowstone.
Did you listen? Yo, you give me that
Frank
look.
Zappa. Oh, I know who he is. I'm
But
not
you don't.
huge.
You don't listen.
I don't eat yellow snow. Okay, so
All right, that's it. But
it was a little before my time, Ben. Just saying.
oh, whoa! I saw Frank Zappa twice. I've seen Dweezil, his son.
Okay.
I've seen
Oh, well.
7
Have you
times.
seen Dweezil 7 times?
Dweezil plays
I actually
very good.
Dweeziled 8 times.
Whoa!
There, I said it.
Look at
You're
her.
on Benny TV.
Live from Paradise
I
Studios,
wanted wine,
Strong
but
Island
he gave
Television.
me water. I wanted wine.
Water.
Water.
Water? Water
Sorry,
or
I'm from
water?
South Dakota.
There's a religious joke in there, but I'm going to stay away from it.
There is? Okay.
Yeah, wine, water.
Wine into
Benny,
water. water
you
into wine.
usually stay away from jokes. I've noticed that.
Ah,
So
yeah,
that's it.
thank you.
Gee.
I'm gonna. There's a song. I'm gonna turn this water to wine. The Eagles, right? No,
We're going to
Wow,
show a
I'm
film
reaching
about
for-
the Eagles. and run that Eagles thing, okay? Because we're going to do that.
someone. There's a Christine Nicoletti Sommer. I don't know. She might be watching. Jenny Duke as well. A lot of people are watching.
Jenny
Christine said, "What is the point of this?"
That's what we all want to know. What is
don't
the point of
know.
life?
No, the actual point of this show is, I'm interested. I go to Long Island Theater. I don't go to as many shows as I'd like to, but I've gone to quite. Nancy and I go to at least 2-3 a year.
Yeah.
So, and as I said, the audiences were good, and we're going to different ones. And how do you go about like doing? Say you have an idea for a play. Now you have to do a play that isn't often. How do you pick a play?
Oh, well, it depends on what the theater wants and what the audience wants. That's always the tricky part. You always want to pick something that your actors want to do, but that will also bring in the audience basis, which sometimes that means the actors don't want to do it. I mean,
And
that's...
the important thing is that you don't want to do a play where somebody goes, "What is the point of this?" Because that would be a bad thing.
That'd be a bad play.
Arthur Miller. What's the point of Arthur Miller? Why did Tennessee Williams write things down? Anyway,
Some of Tennessee Williams, I saw some short plays of Tennessee Williams, which were good. 100 wagons full of
Yeah, he
cotton.
did he
right?
did a
The
lot of
short, some
like
short ones. And
one-acts.
Suddenly Last Summer was a one-act play,
Yeah.
which was made into a movie with Katharine Hepburn. So he made Eugene O'Neill made some good. But you don't. Sometimes you do musicals. Sometimes you look for something modern.
Yep.
But
Yep.
now, how do you not be redundant? How do you not say you want to do 12 Angry Men, but someone else did 12 Angry Men?
Then you do
recently?
12 Angry Jurors, which is actually a version.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't understand because a lot of theaters do the same shows, and It's not like they all talk together. Let's get, let's have a big round table.
Well, when I was younger, when I was a kid, they used to do that, and the theaters would come together, and they'd be like, "I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that."
I never
but
did
then,
that.
they got rid of that for some reason.
So
I
now
don't know
you've
why.
started. You've been doing Long Island theater since
the womb.
since the womb.
Her mom's
the
an
womb.
actress.
Yes, my
Oh,
mom's an
really?
equity actress, and now she works in a prison.
Renee Stewart,
Don't
she's a
mess with
wonderful
her.
actress.
She plays all the African American roles, even though she's Puerto Rican. It's how it works. How it works. I've also played a couple of roles too. I was cast one day as the Underground in Memphis. Then I was fired when they realized I wasn't dark enough. It happens. It happens. We're
But you
in
were
a show.
Elvira.
I
and
was Elvira.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Thought I was playing the different Elvira.
Did that. We didn't know what kind of Elvira she was.
I thought Mistress of the Dark. I was like, yes, I'll play Elvira. And they were like, no, Elvira the
Black
Maid. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you did.
I had a great time. Check my Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Check your
Now-
what?
Ancestry.
Now,
That's-
you know what would be? You know what would be a good play for you two? Come back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean.
I don't know that one.
You don't
do
know
know
that one?
but
No.
It's a movie too, and they did a great job with the movie. They almost do the play exact, but
Okay.
you know that one?
Yes, but I'm too old.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah.
You'd be the woman who owns the.
Yeah. Okay. The great role.
No, but it's a very important part.
No, if there's a housekeeper that comes in every once in a while and tidies up the place. There was the grandmother that gave her the good advice in the last scene. There's so many things for you to do.
No, you're in the entire play. I love you. You know I love you. You're in the entire play. Okay, you might have a broom in your
I'm
hand.
the woman like, come back.
Yeah, you're the
Come
one
back
at the beginning. Jimmy Dean. Yeah.
You forgot your sausage.
You forgot your sausage. Yep.
That's a good play, though. That's a really good play.
yes,
What?
yes.
You should see the movie.
I'm gonna
And then
do that. I like
See
research.
the movie and then.
Jonah
Cher's
introduced-
in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
see?
Cher is in it.
Cher's in the movie.
The late Karen Black and Sandy Dennis.
Karen Black. I don't know how she got to her movie. I don't know. She was so cross-eyed. I don't know how she got to be a movie.
We weren't looking at her eyes, Joan.
Yeah.
Mandy. Hashtag me too.
Me too.
Okay.
But yeah, she was in it, and you never see Jimmy Dean. But it's a really
he
good.
died in 19...
No, no.
Not
This
that
is
Jimmy Dean. The sausage guy.
Sandy Dennis. Sandy Dennis, who she plays a character that she was an extra in Giant.
Okay.
And she claims to have had sex with with James Dean, the actor. And then James Dean died.
In
and
1957, right?
something like that,
56,
yeah. 55, 54,
55.
because I know this because James Dean died 5 days after my birthday.
And
I was
were-
born September 25th, 1955. He died September 30th, 1955. So
Are you telling us that you're really James Dean?
Yes. Reincarnated.
Because he died and came through you?
yeah, you see the charisma. I'm 63 years old and doing a show with two hot babes.
You
Come on,
are
you tell
rebel
me.
without a clue. Rebel without a clue. You see what I did there?
That's great. So
Love you. What was her name? Jennifer? She was what's the
Christine.
what?
It was Christine.
I'm sorry.
Christiane.
And then there's a-
Christiane.
Sorry, Christine.
I want to say hi to everybody who's watching the show right now. My niece Melissa Ann Kavanaugh Honorado. Salami and provolone. What a friggin'
That
name.
was like, that's
Hello.
nice.
No, I love you, Melissa.
I love you,
Gisela
Melissa.
Bella, Bernard Hammer is always watching. He's a pal of mine from grammar school. Julius,
Say your elementary
Julius,
school
Jenny
pals
Duke,
are listening to this?
Tom Malloy, Jimmy Engel, so many people. Rudy is watching. Rudy, who has a great show. Rudy J. Breedy has a show, Rudy's Room, here.
Okay.
On Wednesday nights in the other studio,
They
the
just
one
take
you
the
thought.
sign off and go.
No, he
Rudy's
has a
or-
different.
oh.
No, yeah,
This
he has a
is
great.
creepy.
His show actually has more. His show actually has more structure to it.
Oh,
His show is
probably has
actually
like
inter-
bigger stars, like.
Yes.
Rudy,
Like,
you
uh,
want me? You need me. I'm available on
Liz,
let me know.
Liz Park says hi, ladies.
Oh my gosh, Liz Park.
my
hey.
Emily Nadler.
Oh my God.
Hello, gals.
The no
Paige
levels.
Perla, Liz
Paige
Parks,
is my
Jody-
Paige's birthday is coming
Jody
up. Happy
Caviller.
birthday, Paige!
Yes.
Jody Caviller.
Yes.
So Paige, see, people watch Benny TV.
Me too. I'm proud of
No.
you. Joan is like, I just
All right.
learned about it.
My-
So anyway, the Sandy Dennis character had
Yes.
sex with James Dean, and then James Dean died, and she had his child, his illegitimate child, his bastard
play?
son, in the play.
Okay.
And then Karen Black comes and is this hot-looking woman who's cross-eyed,
Hello, Karen Black.
and you find out something about Karen Black. So I don't want to give it away. No spoiler.
No spoilers. I gotta watch the movie.
I'll tell you
think,
I'll tell you when we show the video. I'll tell
No
you.
spoiler, it's a 35-year-old movie, so shh. Don't spoil it.
But it's a good play. I think it would be a fun play to see. I saw
mean,
it.
we're still
like 20
trying to
years
do
ago.
Christmas Carol and have her play old Ebenezer and me young Ebenezer. We're still trying to work on that.
I saw you in a Christmas Carol.
Yes. Well, then
Did you see me in it?
Maybe I did. Was it Theater 3?
Yes.
Yes, and I saw you
Yes.
in it too.
Yes, that's how our friendship was kindled.
That's right.
Really?
Sparked,
Sparked.
as it were.
Yes.
And can we say one thing, what we're doing afterwards?
Yes.
We're going to Bullmore, and it's Taco Tuesdays and $2 margaritas. So we're going to bowl and
And where is this? What town?
where is it? It's on 110.
I don't know.
Farmingdale.
110.
You drove.
Amityville.
I would say Melville.
Melville. 110. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, I'm going to Melville. I've
110.
never been there.
Reddington-ish.
You've been-
Reddington-ish.
Well, you never leave your house unless it's to go to a theater.
Yeah, basically. I can
Or
tell
my
you where
house.
yeah. That's about as far as I go. Nassau County, I
Or
know
how about
of, like,
Little Shop of
never-
Horrors?
How about it?
Little shop of horror, little shop of terror, watch 'em drop. Little shop of horror, no. Oh, no.
I
Yes.
never saw it.
Okay, and you never saw it.
Never
And-
saw it, never heard of it.
Now, all right, before we go, there is, I wish I had a picture to show. There is a movie called The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's an old B movie about the scientist's fiance dies in a car crash and he
Yes. severs
her head.
I'm sure I
and he
saw
brings
that.
it into the lab and you just see the head, right? You
Okay.
just see the head with these things on it, and it's a creepy movie. They're trying to turn it into a musical. Somewhere in the Midwest, they're trying to make it The Brain That Wouldn't Die. The musical, yeah. And she's got a bandage on her head, right? That would be a
Don't
great.
sing me a sad song. Give me that 11 o'clock ballad. Go.
Put your head on my shoulder. Oh, I don't.
Oh,
Look
I
into the
don't
camera.
have one. Yes.
I was, but I was lower. It's hard to look at.
Wow.
So anyway,
I hurt myself.
I've heard rumors, I've read about it, and I would really hope it makes it. They're like previewing
Me
it.
too.
I would like to. That would be great on Long Island.
Because
And you
I would
could-
love it.
Thinking of the actress that says she never has to dress.
I know, and
She
that
can wear her
great.
pajamas and.
Yeah, because it's like it's a table like this, and you just see her head with bandages
Yes.
on it.
I remember that movie. There were really bad movies because we only had 2 channels back then. So
They were fun though. I still
Saturday.
watch some of them.
Yeah.
I still
Mothra
watch
and-
them. Yeah.
I liked Mothra.
Well, they're bringing that back.
Yes.
In the movie. They're bringing
Yes.
back Godzilla, and he's going to fight one of them. I don't remember.
There were like
which one.
500 different villains.
Yeah.
Joan was not a fan.
I'm not a big fan of them
I'm
either.
not a huge fan of
All right. Anyway, now.
Although I play Mothra on TV. Playing one
That's-
on TV. Anyway.
That's Mother.
Mother.
All right. Now we'll go to the video I promised you.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is what?
which is a video on acting.
Oh.
Hello there, I'm Kendall McGuire, professional actress, and today I'll be speaking to you about how to be a good theater actor. Well, there are different types of actors. Of course, you have actors that would be in film or commercial work, and then you have your theater or your theatrical or stage actors, which is what I'll be speaking to you about in this clip. Theatrics, by the way, are my specialty, so I'm excited to speak about this part. In theater acting, which is different from film, you're going to need to be a little larger than life, okay? Why? Well, because you've got a whole crowd out there that you've got to emote to. You've got to have a gesture that conveys and communicates whatever feeling, emotion, out to the guy sitting way back in the balcony, okay? Different from film because the film is in your face, right? The camera can see every emotion. You don't have to be so big with it, okay? Another important element of being a good theater actor is making choices and committing to that choice. Oftentimes in an audition, you're doing a cold read, which means you're given a script that you've never really seen before, and you're asked to read it. Well, you may know nothing about the play, nothing about the character, nothing about their communication or relationships, but you're asked to read for the character. So what you've got to do as a good theater actor is make a choice. You know what? I'm going to make this girl really insecure. I didn't know that the other day. You know, you see what I'm saying? You can go anywhere you want with it, but you're going to commit and you're going to make a choice. Now, what does that tell the director? That tells the director that you have the ability as an actor to make a choice and to commit and to develop a character. Now, he or she should know that you can adjust that character, and he or she should also know that you don't know anything about the play, but the point is you're able to go for it, and they can tweak and adjust as a director does. Those are a few ways that you can become a great theater actor. I'm Kendall McGuire.
Please don't act like that.
Oh my God.
That is awful. You must project. That woman never worked a day in theater. All right, maybe in the Hamptons. But anyway.
Oh!
They
Hey.
charge a lot of money in the Hamptons for
They
theater.
do. They do.
Thanks for a mint before. No. Anyway,
A mint during the show.
Marquez, am I wrong?
No, that was
She
that.
was horrible.
But like E How, that obviously looks like a professional thing. Did they just hire her? I'm Slade.
There are training videos that I used to be able to get if you get a drum set.
Right.
How to play the drums.
What
you
do
get-
they do? Here's how you play the drum. Here's putting up drywall.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
I would watch that video now. All right.
Here's how you play.
Yes. Is that turning the butter?
You have to
Turning the
project.
butter?
You have to
You have to
project
project.
You have to project.
to that person all the way in the back in the balcony.
Like,
No,
Who
you
could,
don't. Please
who
don't
was
do
too
that.
cheap to get his wife a nice seat right in the front row.
yep, showed up late.
Showed up.
Late and got that leftover spot.
Fucking showed up.
No, you can go. You can
I forgot this was HBO.
Yes. Oh, I thought we were on Showtime. I'm sorry. No, I mean, what she was saying wasn't wrong. The way that she was presenting it was wrong. Like,
Right.
yes, you want to go to the back of the house, but that's not how you show things to the back of
No.
the house. If you're pantomiming something, it's not just like, oh, you're pouring in the card. It's like, oh, just a little longer so that way it shows weight to it and things like that. See? And I didn't have to go way to it.
This coffee is so delicious.
Oh, it's hot. Remember? Okay, so we would have this thing during Christmas Carol where we would do this cheers and it would be a clink, drink, swallow. And it was just so you know, okay, yeah, you have to clink, you have to drink, and you have to swallow. It wasn't clink, drink, swallow. That's a chug.
Well, still. It's
But I
overacting
did-
and it's stupid and it's mugging, and I would kick this woman out of my play if I was directing.
But good
Because
side.
it's mugging, it's
Yes.
Mugging
upstaging.
and
Yes.
stupid. And
We
it's-
don't-
That's
yeah.
not what acting is. The best acting is you don't see acting. That's the
Yes.
best acting. If you're sitting there going, "Oh, look at how sad," well, that's then you gotta show us. You can't tell us. I'm sad now, so what? You have to show it.
Yeah, because
You know what-
sometimes the best way to even show anger is not yelling. It's to take it that settled
That's
down, that
seething.
deep, and that's not.
That seething, like I could strangle you right.
Wow, that's great.
But I won't. But I won't.
You know what you were great in? The Prisoner of Second Avenue.
Thank you very much.
You were great in that.
That was a
like
Neil Simon.
Neil Simon play, and the entire cast was very
Oh,
good.
that was a wonderful show to do. And I know everybody says this, but that was really a special show. I really enjoyed, because I don't get to work with women my age.
Right.
I'm usually the old woman or the maid, or the old woman maid, or the last play I was actually a little beautiful and
She
anyway,
was gorgeous.
yes.
She came out, she opened the
International.
door, and she hit a
Boom.
pose, and I went,
boom. But that usually doesn't happen. So I was able to work with a lot of Joan Howell and Ginger Dalton and Kathy Coletti. These are three. And together with Gary Malenko and Scott Hofer, we had like over 200 years of professional theater experience in that room.
my dreams.
It was a great
My dreams.
show. I really
yeah.
enjoyed that. I love that. I love Thoroughly Modern Millie. Still, and you had a great role in that.
I did.
That was a great role for
This
you.
was a year of really good roles for me, I thought.
You
I
could
really
be
did.
like Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate.
I'm a little too old for Mrs. Robinson. Anyway, I am a little too old for Mrs. Robinson.
Okay. All right.
Do you know that she was only 5 years older than Dustin Hoffman?
Oh, Anne Bancroft was only
Yeah, she was.
I mean, I could say something
I didn't
mean
know
now,
that.
but I won't.
Mrs.
What?
Robinson.
What can you say? What?
I said I could say something mean now, but I won't. I will. I mean, it's Long Island Theater. We really don't cast age appropriate sometimes.
Oh, well, that's
so...
true. We don't care. However,
Shade.
as much as I'd
She
love
looked
to
older,
seduce
that's
a
it.
young man,
And you could.
I think I could do that triangle thing with my legs.
Hey,
you
don't
know.
knock the.
Oh, okay. Well, a triangle thing with my legs, the triangle thing.
Try.
You're like,
Yeah, what?
Benny,
Sliding
you're like,
into.
Josie,
sliding into.
you try to seduce me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just pulling up my socks. For God's sake. Get over yourself, Ben.
Whoa.
Ah!
Wow, I just got Me Too'd.
Right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Me
Wow.
too.
Me
That was
too.
becoming a verb.
Yeah.
I got Me Too'd.
Oh, I just got so me too.
Oh my gosh.
You
Yes.
That's awful.
It's horrible for you.
Are you watching the Surviving R. Kelly? Did you see that?
No,
I didn't see it
You know
yet.
what? I'm sorry.
We go.
But we knew. And if you're just coming onto this, I mean, when I was, 14 and everything was happening, we knew. Y'all decided to turn a blind eye to it, and now it's the new thing.
I didn't, because I never even heard of him until I saw
You
him.
never, when I was in high school, I'm telling you, everybody was like, yo, did you see R. Kelly peeing on that girl? Da, 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 da. It's new porn. Did you see?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was all that was going around.
We're off topic here.
Oh.
I believe.
Good. I'm glad. Wait, I'm glad
This
Joan.
isn't the View.
Yeah, right. This isn't the View.
This isn't the View.
I have no idea who R. Kelly is. Most of the people I listen to are dead because they took a lot of drugs.
Well,
Yeah,
all the,
well-
you go to the high school reunion, all the cool people OD'd years ago. So what's left is the tired old athletes and the cheerleaders and
Yeah.
some of the theater.
There's a great meme. It's a meme with Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead, and it says, "Global warming started when the coolest man on the planet died."
Wow.
Was that Jerry?
Wow.
That's Jerry.
But Jerry's saying that?
No, that's somebody
okay.
saying that
So,
about
like-
Jerry.
God, Jerry.
No, he certainly wasn't that
Full of yourself.
profound.
No, he wasn't. He was.
He could play though, and we're off track again.
Oh,
But
and we what? That
Long
was
Island.
are there any? Are there
Theater.
any? Yes. Are there any shows that you would like to do? Are there any like a pet
God,
project?
Of course.
Is there
there's so
a
many.
project that you want?
I mean,
that you're
like-
fighting to do within
no,
the
I'm
next
not
year
fighting,
or so.
but I want to do. I can't even think of it now. Noises Off.
Oh, I love Noises Off. Yes. Yes.
Would make the most amazing Dottie. I would bring in comedy that nobody'd ever done before because you have to have
Yes.
somebody that knows timing, and that's me. In case anybody's watching,
Hire her.
I could be. Do you know Noises Off?
I do, but I don't recall it right now. I'm forget.
It's just
I'm
it's a
familiar.
theater. It's a play within a play, so it's about
Yeah.
theater, and just it actually the first act is all the mistakes that you see, and then it turns the second act the set, and you see all what's going on behind. It's really an
It's
amazing
good.
play to do it. But
And now,
that
who
is
wrote Noises Off? Is that Shakespeare?
yes. No,
I was like, Joan, I don't know people that well, but I know that one's not him.
it's not Shakespeare.
I don't know. I was like, I know that one's not him.
I meant to say that.
Google it.
Google it. Yeah,
I'll
it does.
pretend like I know who wrote it.
Your phone is right next to you.
Noises Off. No, I'm familiar. I have heard of it. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's
So
a-
wait. So if you want to do Noises Off,
Yes.
aren't there like channels you can go through? You could talk to somebody.
Yeah, I usually go through the Sci-Fi Channel.
Fantasy
Because
Channel.
It's fantasy. If I go, hello. Hey, you doing Noises Off this year? No? Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
No, but you don't have like a friend who directs. Or,
I mean,
or who's
there
in
are
it.
We do
people
have
there.
friends who direct.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's so much into go. Like, you can't just take a show and like do it. Unfortunately, you have to get rights for it, and you have to apply
That's
for
right.
them, and then
that's
get.
what That's why we can't do Agnes of God.
You were
They
going to
pulled
do
the
Agnes
rights.
of God,
They
right?
pulled the rights.
Yeah.
Wow. Why? How can that happen?
Well,
What?
because they're going to probably do a production of it on Broadway.
And
Oh,
because
all
we're
right.
so close to the city, Broadway people are afraid that they're not going to go to the city and see it.
Which is laughable.
That they're going to come to Long Island and see
So if
a
it's
version
going
out
to be
here.
a production within 25, 30, whatever the mileage
Yeah, well,
radius
then,
is,
right.
then they pull all the rights to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're probably going to bring it back to Broadway.
Yeah.
That's right.
And put
And
some.
guess what? Probably not starring Joan St. Onge. Just saying.
It's you know,
I bet it'll be someone like Glenn Close.
always
Mary-
gets your roles. Always
That bitch.
gets your roles.
And then, I remember that she was so mad with that audition she didn't get that. She boiled a rabbit. She boiled a rabbit in the kitchen. And,
Very few people know I turned down the wife. I turned it down, and she gets an award for it.
Oh my god.
No, I got to tell this story. Though. It's not Glenn Close, but
All right.
who's the one on Three's Company? The red hair, the black hair.
Three's Company too. Three's Company.
Three's
Joyce
Company.
DeWitt.
All
Okay.
right, Joyce DeWitt.
Okay, so I auditioned for this commercial, and they really liked me, and well, I thought they did. And then the next day they called me and said, "We're sorry, we're going in a different direction. We're going with Joyce DeWitt." And I went, Joyce from Three's Company? Yes. Okay. Isn't she like 20 years older than I am? And she's Joyce DeWitt, and we're up for the same role. So maybe it's not that funny. Maybe you had to be there.
That's how
All right,
the
but-
cookie crumbles.
Okay, and I heard something. I won't mention the name
Hi,
of
Emily.
it.
Just kidding.
A comedian friend of ours.
Yes.
Okay, went to do an audition for pretzels, for like rolled gold pretzels or something.
Okay.
So because he
Pretzels
was
are
a
making
comedian,
me thirsty.
yeah, making me. So because he was a comedian, they asked him if he wanted to ad lib. So he ad libbed some stuff and everything, and then he left and he thought everything looked good. He was going to get the role. They gave it to Jason Alexander. You know the pretzel commercials he was doing? They were auditioning comedians to get jokes.
Jokes,
And to get
yeah.
stuff. And then they gave, so they probably had Jason Alexander already signed.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
that's a
that
common
happens.
thing.
I used to work this club in Brooklyn, and you'd work, and he'd pay you like $50, $75 or whatever, and then you go like a month later, you get back, and you're going, wait, you're doing the MC's material, and he goes, it's the owner. He's like, the material. I just like to, I pick up jokes that I like, and then I say it, and because it's my own club, and I go, you can't do that. Well, it's cool. It's like DJs always like, I saw this great comedian, so I'll do his bit, and it becomes mine.
Yeah.
And that's how jokes become
Yes.
stock jokes. They take the poor comedian, you lose it. You
Yep.
lose that joke.
Yeah.
Because everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, jokes there's it's a possibility that you can write the same joke. It's always the possibility, but when you
I knew a guy in Brooklyn, and it might have been the same guy. He owned this club.
but it's
Yeah, I
not
know the name.
Pimps, but it was
No.
something like
Prime Time.
Prime Time in Brooklyn. Yes, it was. Right.
Yes,
Time
yes.
in Brooklyn. And one
the
time-
owner
yes.
he was stealing a couple of
Everyone's-
people. Yeah, he was stealing people's
Everyone's
jokes and
material.
doing them.
Everyone's material,
But
but he felt like it was okay because, well, I'm not a stand-up.
So,
So
he
I'm not-
wasn't out. He wasn't doing the club.
I'm
he
not
was
getting
just,
money for doing it, so therefore it's all right for me to do that. But
and he was saving money on a host because he was emceeing.
He was doing it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And stealing the other people,
Yeah.
the people who
So
hosted
one
the
time
show.
he canceled the show, and I went all the way to Brooklyn, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I canceled the show, and we didn't have any reservations or bad weather or whatever." But I got there, and I was like, "Well, you're going to pay me?" And he was like, "Nah, you're not going to pay." "But feel free to drink at your bar at the bar." And I went, "Okay, all right, I'm gonna
gonna
drink
drink.
$75 worth of alcohol."
Yep.
See, they paid better
Yeah.
back then too.
Yeah. Oh.
They did. They paid.
Yeah.
Now the comedians. Some people are lucky if they get $25, and they have to pay for their drinks.
Yep.
You might get one drink free.
Yeah, yeah. The old days, which we used to call the beef belt. This was 84, 85. Wow. We'd go and do the ground rounds.
Yeah.
You do the Farmingdale ground round, and
The
and
beef
you do
belt.
The beef belt, and you do this, and you get $30 here at Farmingdale, but at $30 in West Islip, but you have to be clean, and then Port. I can't even remember where they were, but I would do like maybe 5 of them and collect like $150, and then drive home to Queens where I used to live.
Yes.
It's my agent on the phone.
I mean, but hey, that's what we're still doing as actors. If I do a children's theater show here in the morning and it's at 10 o'clock, I can make it by 2 o'clock show, which means I could still go to rehearsal at 7 o'clock
That's right,
that night
right.
if need
and
be.
then make it to Benny TV and be
Benny TV, and then
Wow,
make it to
how
that midnight Rocky Horror
That's right.
show.
That's right. The midnight, yeah.
They don't do that anymore, do
Oh,
they?
sure.
Rocky?
Sure
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, where?
Oh yeah,
Everywhere.
what CM does it every year? I think last year was like their 10th anniversary of doing it or
They
something.
actually show the movie, or they
no,
do
they
the-
actually
they
do
do
the
the
show.
They do the
They
show.
have
The show, but
shadow
they do
cast
the
other
midnight
places
show.
too.
Oh, okay. And it's called the Rocky Horror Show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
I
so much
saw it.
better to see it live.
I saw it at that theater I'm telling you about in Belmore.
Yeah.
Which might be the Gateway
Yeah.
in Belmore.
Bellport.
Belport.
Belmore is in
Nassau.
Bellport.
Okay, Belport. It's
Belport.
out east.
Yeah.
Long Island
It's a
guy
bi-
doesn't
it's
even
a
know.
it's a barn.
It's a
All I know, the
yeah.
barn. It's
Let
a
me-
beautiful
yeah.
barn. It's
Let
beautiful.
me bring down the map of Long Island.
You are here. Benny TV.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I'd like to show you, we have like 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
So I want to
Something
show,
about Frank Zappa?
no,
Oh, okay.
a commercial I made.
Oh.
I made a commercial for Glenlivet.
Oh.
They don't know about it. If they did, you know what Glenlivet
No.
is? You'll find out.
All
We're
right.
gonna-
I do know what Glenlivet is.
Ah.
I'm a bit of a
I'm
drinker.
learning so much.
Hi there, I'm Benny Rizzuti, and there is a 100% chance you have no idea who I am. And I probably don't know you either. But if you like a single malt scotch, then we have something in common. And isn't that how friendships are formed, by having something in common, a nice conversation? you ever want to have a conversation with me, the scotch that I'm going to serve is the Glenlivet. It's my favorite single malt scotch. I have friends, they love single malt scotch. They tell me about single malt scotches kept in certain barrels at a temperature in it. I say, stop. I drink the Glenlivet because I Glenlove it. And you will too. The Glenlivet. You're gonna Glenlove it. I drink the Glenlivet because I Glenlove it. And you're gonna Glenlove it too.
That's so funny. I'm gonna do that.
Please
now.
remember to drink responsibly.
Yes, drink responsibly. I believe it says that in the disclaimer too.
I'm gonna do
Drink with your
commercials for,
head,
like,
not over
McDonald's.
it.
Right. But you don't drink, do you?
I occasionally do drink scotch. I
When he
actually
Glenn loves it.
I
He's not
Glenn-
gonna not drink it.
I do. I have a closet in my room. I have a closet with
Danny.
2 bottles of Glenlivet.
And a whip.
And a whip. And one of them leather masks with.
And a ball gag.
Yeah, a ball gag.
Oh my goodness. I'm slayed.
So did you like that commercial? I had that
did.
I make little things like that.
I would try it. I would
Now you'll try.
And I have a bottle right now.
When I entertain, I always liked it.
Yes.
I like to Glenn fuck it.
That should be here next time when we're here. We'll all have like a little slick. Just
Little sip. Next time you come, I'll have wine. I promise.
You know,
Right.
I think either we get yes, we get funnier if we. Have fun.
I think we're always.
I think you two were lovely. It was, you were very funny. It was a great. I really love having you
Bring
both.
down the map.
Just one more time.
Joan St. Ange
This
and
is
Marquez.
the North Fork.
Yes.
Marquez, and look for them every Friday in the Newsday. There are all these
On the
theatrical
side
shows.
of a milk
You're on
carton.
the side of you'll see their pictures have been in Newsday.
And mine has been.
Right.
Both of these.
True.
You know that little section of what people you do all the robberies and stuff? My
mugshot.
And the post office.
Actually,
yes.
I look with the woman that's going into the bank and robbing. It's me.
In Friday's Newsday, there is a section, an entertainment section, and there is a page with local theater. There are a lot of shows happening on Long Island every weekend, and you will see their names. Occasionally, they put a picture. They usually do a review with a picture. Joan and your Marquez's pictures have been in them numerous times.
I still don't know what the point of this is.
It's a plug. I'm trying to get more followers. Follow me in the Marquez Experience Instagram.
I don't know how to Instagram. I don't.
So follow her.
Follow her. So you still don't know. The point of this show was to inform people. Maybe you get more audience.
I hope you got
Go
something out
support
of
your
this.
local theater. Support
you.
local comedy, but support local theater. You'll
learn
see shows.
something.
You'll see shows, local theater where the set design is great. I've seen Spamalot. I've seen Young Frankenstein. I've seen Thoroughly Modern Millie.
That's right.
The Christmas Carol show is phenomenal.
Right.
It
right.
is.
We played that many times.
Yeah, you played that. I've seen that. And The Prisoner of Second Avenue, which it's gone. You missed it.
missed that.
You missed it. That was. But the
A
theater.
couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago, and the theater was right near my house too, which is great.
Yes, but that's
East
the
Iceland.
Bayway.
The Bayway.
That's
The Bayway.
Bayway Arts. There is
yeah,
studio
Bayway
theater
Arts.
in.
Yeah, that's a
They just had
Yeah.
auditions for Chorus Line over at the
And there's a
Bayway.
studio theater in Lindenhurst.
Yeah.
There was some
Studio Theater in Lindenhurst.
You look
which
at-
I'm going to do Angels in America.
Angels in America coming up when?
Well, the first one. Can I say anything?
I don't think
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay, she can't say it yet.
I think.
Not yet. All right.
I think I can say anything. I'm auditioning for Angels in America, and I
you
hope
go.
I got the role.
Okay. And Marquez is directing Susical the Musical. Where
Yes.
can we see this?
That will be at the John W. Engelman Theater on Saturdays and Sundays in
Northport.
Northport.
Okay,
Saturdays
great.
and Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Through January?
January through March, yeah.
Oh, January through March.
Yeah, I think it ends
Yes.
beginning of March.
This
yeah.
has been Benny TV. I'm your host, Benny Rizzuti, with my wonderful guest co-hosts, Joan St. Ange and Marquez. I hope you had as much fun as we did. See you on the flip side. See you in the theater.
Yes, I'm
See you in the theater.
Theater.
Ta-ta.
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 R-E, never E-R.